So we discovered something using the stop loss cluster indicator from forex.com. We can map like zones using the SLCs, and I'm going to call them gravity zones because it sounds cool. But you can see how we can use these zones and help us identify the trend as well. And I don't know many people have examined the SLCs to the degree that we have in the QuasiDB service, so might be of use to you guys. I think it's got potential. There are a couple of things that you need to do on the installation part, but it's really simple. You will need the SLC indicator from fxsi.com, and there's the promo code if you want a discount. And once you've applied it to your chart, you need to change the history. That's all you need to do. By default it's 1 week. You're going to put it to 6 months. 3 months is probably okay, to be honest. 6 months is fine. You don't really need to go that far back. That should be okay. It's very simple. You'll just map in the zones using the SLC upper and lower, and we'll call these boxes gravity zones. Alright, so let's look at gold. And now we can see the stop loss cluster, and down here, okay, and we come down, and it looked like it was going to continue to fall, and that's probably part of the trap. And up we come, and we had a new stop loss cluster below and above. They set it at ranges, and you can see how pretty accurate it is. And we had a break of this range. You can think of it like a congestion box where we're entering after the congestion. Here, for example, a little bit of chop, and you're looking to break away. So we're going to get the stop loss cluster. It's going to come down, and then it's going to continue higher. Okay. Likewise, you're looking for the ejection from the congestion. Up we come. Now, what's of interest here? You can see how we're making a higher high and a higher low. So we're bullish. We're trending higher, and that's one thing that you could do. It's very simple. You're just going to simply map the SLC higher and lower, the upper and lower, and you're going to just see if we've made higher highs and higher lows. We have clearly on gold, and we really pumped, and we took out the SLC today. It was a really good trade. And can you see the gravity zones on the above chart are moving higher sequentially? We are in fact making higher highs and higher lows. So this would tell us the trend is bullish, so we'd be looking for buy opportunities only. You're looking for the escape from the congestion. This is like consolidation, release, consolidation, release. And basically we're just targeting the stop loss clusters by using the upper and lower to map old zones, and then that's how you get an idea about the trend. You can see that we're trending higher just by looking at price action, but it's a nice visual way to see the herd's expectations of price. And you see, they've got their stops down there, and it probably would have got probed. I think it would have got probed. Yeah, it looks like that wick got them out there. Right, so very naughty. And okay, so that low there, that's fine. It got probed here. You see that blue line there, and so that tells us that the trend is bullish. But like I say, you can see that we're trending higher, but it's a visual representation of their expectations. And obviously, whenever they put their stops, they're going to get probed. And there's the CPI move as well. Down we come. And Euro USD example. Now this is probably of interest to you guys because you probably are trading the Euro USD, or you're at least trading a dollar pair. Now what we're seeing on the Euro USD, we saw that we're trending lower. We had like some consolidation within consolidation, so it's very choppy. You can stop the stop loss clusters upper and lower getting probed. Inevitably the one there got probed as well by this price action down here. Now what we're interested in is the SLC here is higher than the one prior, so we made a higher high. Now I think what might happen, we haven't seen it yet, but it makes sense that this SLC is higher now, because those people up here, they're going to get ejected and blown up from being short. So this is the stop loss cluster for those shorts. And of course when price is really pumping, and it really did pump today, we went to 108.40. That stop loss cluster is going to be null and void, because those people who trade in this range are like, well, I'm not having my stop there anymore, or they're actually out of the equation, they've got kicked out. So those who are in the trade are thinking, well, I don't think the price is going to come down there, I'll put the stop here. and those who are out the trade, they're just you know, they're out now. So by that fact, that will move, because if they're out, then their stops won't be there anymore, they'll be somewhere else. And if they're higher, we made a higher low and a higher high. So what does this tell us? We were trending lower quite clearly. Now we can see that the bottom of the range is flatlined, creating a double bottom. Right, we've got an SLC. There is one SLC, but it's over a period of time, you could probably argue. Okay, and we're edging higher, that's fine. And now we escaped the gravity zone, we could be starting a new trend higher, but we'd want to see the lower SLC move higher. So we would want to see this higher up, and then we're going to be starting to trend higher on the Euro USD, and then we're probably going to be 109s, 110s before you know it. And what's happened is it's come down, and the retail guys, being retail, they're probably just thinking, well, it's going to continue, and they're going to hold short. And of course, by holding short and being stubborn, they could be getting trapped, and this will tell us whether or not they got trapped. I know a lot of them probably did get blown up today because their move was very violent today, so I think that SLC is going to be moving before the end of the day, before the end of the daily close. That isn't going to be there anymore, and we're going to create a higher low and a higher high, and then this will be like a reversal. Okay, and yeah, so it would be a bullish indication. And that's it. It's very, very simple, but I think there's an interesting thing developing on the Euro USD right now, but we want to see confirmation of that SLC lower, and we can look at it certainly tomorrow, and we can definitely get some trade set up. So I'm thinking about shorting the dollar, the Dixie, after the FOMC tomorrow, so we'll get a much clearer idea about the dollar going forward after those minutes, and I think it's going to be positive for the Euro USD, and it's going to be negative for the USD. And don't forget, we are very much risk on as well at the big picture, and if we're risk on, there isn't really that much desire for a safe haven such as the USD. So I'll feed back to you guys tomorrow. We can have a look at the SLC lower, and be sure to check your Discord, because we do put a lot of content in it, and if there's anything that you don't understand, you need help, just let me know. But it's definitely worth checking the trading chat. That's for members only. If you join as a free member, you don't get access to the community. You need to pay in order to become part of the community, and we're sharing some really good ideas in there. Here's just my eureka moment about the mapping of the zones, which you can see has definitely got potential. If we create a higher high and a higher low, this could well be a bottom, and then we're going to start to trend higher. So that's today's video on the gravity zones, which I think, as far as I know, is unique, and no one else has done this at all. So if you're looking for an edge, you could certainly use these, and you can possibly make quite a lot of profit as well. So I'll speak to you guys soon.